Hello, this is Bear from Bear Wave. How's it going? Here's a video on gold. So today we're gonna talk about the precious metal. We're gonna see what's happening and what could be happening as always. Very interesting thing that I've gotta say. It looks like the correction which started in August of 2020 could have come to an end. Now, it's early to say whether it is ended or not, but as you guys know, the environment we're in right now, the political and financial environment we're in, and also by looking how we are in a risk off environment as well, we could say that we have reasons to believe the correction could have ended. Now, using the Elliott theory, we can always wait and look for further confirmation, as there is room up to go in the event the correction is ended, so there's no reason to rush the entry, and of course that could prevent us from taking useless stop loss. So here, if you look at what's happening, you can see how I'm pairing up this wave 4 to this wave 2. Now, as you can see here, I'm anticipating wave 4 being a triangle, potentially wave E of the triangle completed on, that should be January 28th. And from there, we started to rally. So if we zoom in a little, it looks like we almost have 5 waves to the upside. So potentially you can see a pullback and then further upside. Now, some very interesting facts as well are how the corrections bounce back and forth onto the 200 exponential moving average. And it looks like at last that acted as support. Now, we also see how we are in the proximity of the L wave trend channel. And if we look at some momentum indicator, we can see how momentum has been contracting since pretty much it's been a year so now. So that's a sign, as you can see, that we could have a bottom in place and we could be ready to resume higher. Now, until we break all-time high, we do not have any kind of certainty. Confirmation will be given if and when we break this point, wave B of the triangle, and that would be at around $1,914. If this count proves to be invalid, so what do I mean by that? If from where we are right now, we start moving lower, then we have the alternate prepared, and that would just basically be a double correction. So we could potentially have then the triangle into wave X, look for one more push lower onto wave Y to potentially end near the March 2020 couple lows, and then see further upside. Now, this is possible, but if we do get this farther down, I would start doubting that this wave 4 is pairing up to this wave 2. So, with that being said, that's why I give more credibility to this count. Now, as we know, we hear news about Russia, we have news about inflation in the United States. So it is well known that we are definitely not in a risk-on environment. And that we see also by stocks going lower and bonds moving higher. Now, as I said, here I'm just looking at L wave. What we would like to see is further upside. So we want to see this high being broken, wait for a pullback, look if the pullback is going to be of corrective structure, so it has to be a 3-wave pullback, and then start looking at that point for longs. Until then, we do not have any kind of confirmation the trend is going to resume higher. So don't say, oh, you said the correction was over, I bought, I lost lots of money. Well, first of all, I never said to buy in the first place. Second of all, I mentioned that potentially the correction is over. We do not know whether it is over until it is over, which sounds a bit crazy, but that's the truth. We don't know if something is happening until it happened, right? We can only assume it's happening, and in this scenario, trade accordingly to what we assume it's happening. That's how trading works. So with that being said, I'm just going to leave you with that. Let me know as always in the comments what you think about the count. Let me know if you do think that the correction that originated from the August 2020 high could be completed, could have come to an end. And as always, if you appreciated the work, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you don't want to miss out on the next opportunities. And I'll see you in the next one.